Good morning. This is your media report for Monday, March the 14th, 2016. I'm Sergeant Laurie McGee, Media Relations Officer for the St. John Police Force. Since Friday morning, March 11th until today's date, police have responded to 365 calls for service. We would like to hear from anyone that has any information concerning any of our calls or investigations. We can be reached at 506-648-3333, at our email, police@stjohn.ca, or you can do it anonymously through the Provincial Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477, or on their website at crimemb.ca. On Friday, March the 11th at 4:15 p.m., a 25-year-old male was arrested for an outstanding committal warrant for possession of cocaine when he arrived at Peel Plaza to sign in. He was transported to the provincial jail. At 4:39 p.m., police responded to a Peter Street residence where they arrested a 19-year-old male for 2 counts of theft and breach of a conditional sentence. He was held in custody for a court appearance. A 16-year-old female was also arrested there for an outstanding theft from Giant Tiger, as well as for possession of a prohibited weapon, brass knuckles. She was later released on conditions to appear in court at a later date. On Friday evening at 7 p.m., a 23-year-old male turned herself into Peel Plaza headquarters for an outstanding theft from Giant Tiger that occurred earlier in the day. She was later released to appear in court at a later date. At the same time, a 14-year-old male turned himself into Peel Plaza for an outstanding theft from Giant Tiger that occurred on March 5th. He was later released on conditions to appear in court at a later date. At 7:22 p.m., police responded to a Crescent Avenue residence for a report of an attempted break-and-enter. Attempt to gain entry occurred when a screen was cut and a window broke out of a rear door. Entry was not gained as it is believed the suspects were scared off. The incident remains under investigation. At 9:05 p.m., police responded to McLaren Boulevard residence for a report of a domestic. Police located and arrested a 47-year-old intoxicated female in the hallway for a breach of the peace. She was later released. At 2:30 a.m., a 25-year-old male was arrested for a breach of the peace after he had to be removed from Market Square Complex at the request of security. At the same time, while dealing with a separate incident, police were approached by a female who insisted the police provide her with a drive home. She persisted to the point where she was arrested. A bag of marijuana was located on her, which resulted in the arrest of the 39-year-old female for possession of marijuana, as well as for mischief when she damaged a telephone in detention. She was later released to appear in court at a later date. On Saturday at 12:02 p.m., police received a call to the Walmart on Westmoreland Road for a theft. The caller reports that the female suspect selected items from within the store, took them to the return desk where she obtained a gift card as a refund for the items. The accused, aged 21, was arrested for theft as well as for an outstanding theft from Giant Tiger. She was released to appear in court at a later date. At 12:16 p.m., a caller reports discovering his vehicle, a 2004 Dodge Dakota, missing from the parking lot of the Milledgeville Service Center on Millage Avenue. He parked the vehicle there the previous day and left the keys in it. The incident remains under investigation. At 12:33 p.m., police were called to Market Square for a report of a theft of a purse. The caller reported her purse stolen while attending an event within the complex. The purse was later recovered, but the phone inside was missing. Police recognized the suspect through photos taken at the event, tracked the accused down at a Germain Street residence where he was arrested for theft and released. The phone was recovered and returned to the caller. At 1:28 p.m., police were called to the regional hospital for a report of a nurse being assaulted by a patient. The victim reported treating the female patient, who became belligerent and punched her in the face and grabbed her by the hair, pulling on it. The accused, age 74, was arrested for an assault and released to appear in court at a later date. On Saturday evening at 7:05 p.m., police responded to a Charlotte Street West residence for a report of a disturbance. It was reported that a tenant of the building approached other tenants with a knife during a dispute. The accused is reported to have thrown the knife in their direction. No one was injured. A 26-year-old female was arrested for assault with a weapon, a violation of her probation. She was later released on conditions to appear in court at a later date. On Sunday evening at 11:19 p.m., police responded to a Mecklenburg Street residence for a report of a break-and-enter. The caller reported leaving his apartment for approximately half an hour. He returned to find the front door forced open and 2 guitars, among other items, missing from the apartment. The incident remains under investigation. At 12:27 a.m., police responded to a Bonita Avenue residence for a report of a domestic involving a knife. Police arrested a 31-year-old male who they transported to the regional hospital for a cut to his arm which required stitches. He was released back to police custody. The victim, aged 27, had a cut to her hand and was taken to the regional hospital, treated, and released. Major crime and IDENT personnel were called out and the investigation is continuing. The accused is expected to be released on conditions later in the morning. At 4:15 a.m. this morning, police were called to a Tippett Drive residence for a report of a domestic. A female was punched in the face, causing a bloody nose. The accused, who fled on foot prior to police arrival, also damaged a door to a bathroom when he kicked through it trying to get at the victim. The investigation is continuing into that incident. This concludes the media report for Monday, March the 14th. Have a good day and be safe.